That's exactly what it is. Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening. Good evening. Welcome to another segment.
I'm not even in this one.
Okay. Welcome to another segment of Sisters in the Sandbox.
I'm in it.
We sisters always seem to have something going on prior to coming and sitting and talking and scooping it up in the box, in the sandbox. People don't know how to behave. But nonetheless, we welcome you all to another episode of Sisters in the Sandbox. I'm putting my disclaimer out there to each and every one, as I always do. We just want you to know these are just based off these thoughts and, are pretty much based off of our experiences. These experiences is not to be held to any biblical standards or principles. We welcome all feedback, good, bad, ugly, and different. It is welcome, and we definitely.
Did you just look your tongue at me?
Yes,
I don't know what these two doing, but they're just got.
Did you just look at? No, did you just look at tongue?
Exactly
she said up there, I give. You know what?
See, I can't even get my disclaimer out.
Go ahead.
Children.
No, you better get your sister.
Yes.
So
you better get her.
There are gonna be times. Forgive us. Forgive them. There are gonna be times.
She's not playing nice. In the sandbox.
No, you're not playing nice either.
People gonna be going in time out in a minute.
I'll go.
Angry black women.
That was a whole setup,
wasn't it?
But yes,
go
there will be times where we'll be sharing information. We'll place it in the comment box if need be. But for tonight's topic, like I said, for those that's coming in the room, good evening. Tonight's topic is the stereotype of the angry black woman and the insecurity of the black man. Also, as stated before, if you have any types of opinions, they're definitely welcome. Definitely chime in and we'll take a look at it and talk about our experiences with it. So let's get scooped up in the sandbox with the stereotype of the angry black woman and the insecurity of the black man. And this topic was picked by none other than Baby Sis, so I'm going to let her elaborate on it. She took the place of our older sister.
Yet again.
And I care less. I care less.
Anyway.
Now.
Anyway.
Yeah.
We're going to play nice in the sandbox.
Yeah, play nice. Mm-hmm. Go ahead. Show your true colors.
Anyway.
No, show.
Anyway.
Show.
See, that's what I'm saying. Angry black women.
I'm not angry.
Let me start off with
how they label us. Yes,
yes.
Please elaborate.
Reason why.
But you just labeled me as an angry black woman. And
you're being ratchet. You're not even being angry right now. You're being ratchet right now.
No, I'm not being ratchet.
Either way,
I'm not being
she's
angry.
in pain because of her knee.
So it's contribute to an external factor that has happened to her. Which most times, that's what the stereotype is about. But I'm going to let her elaborate, talking about the angry black woman.
Okay.
It is. But it's based on a stimuli. It is the reason why a woman is called angry.
I appreciate this.
You appreciate
because you know what? You was in a hot seat last week or the week before last? I don't have a problem being in a hot seat, people.
I didn't
put me in a hot seat. If I'm angry, then I'm angry. Call it what you want to call it.
We was just saying that you
call it,
but
because last time I checked, we all black and we all can get angry. And yeah,
but see, that's the reason why we're going to have this segment. Okay,
and I want you to show your angriness.
Nobody want to see my angriness.
I don't, but and I don't care though.
Yeah, I know.
And this is the story of my life.
Either way,
my years
I should care.
Yeah, you should care.
Why? Let the eyebrow go up.
She's trying to provoke. Is what she's trying to do. But what she's not going to do is what she's not going to do is get underneath my skin. That's what she's not going to do.
Oh, like you got under mine?
Exactly. Either way.
We're getting there.
Yes, we're trying to get there. Trying to get there. It was a phone call that happened that kind of left me in a way, kind of. But either way, I digress. Angry black women.
Oh, me?
Who is
getting somebody to pick me up?
What are you talking about?
Oh, left you in a way. That's why you did this topic.
Can she continue? We're gonna.
It's the pain. The pain is shooting through her knee right now.
It is. It
Okay.
honestly is.
Let the pain medication do what it's supposed to do.
We're going to get there eventually.
Right now, I don't know what's going on. But
okay. Well, y'all talk then.
Angry black woman. Who is an angry black woman? Okay.
You just called me.
Somebody is pointing. I don't think she's angry. But what is an angry black woman? Well, I keep saying this over and over again. What is an angry? What is the definition of an angry black woman?
Well, wait a minute. Let me hear her definition. Give it to me.
Okay. A definition of an angry black woman, I feel, is that when a woman has reached her breaking point, and I am not going to allow you. I'm not. Woo! I'm not going to allow you to do that today. A woman who has reached her breaking point.
It's her topic.
Who have reached their breaking point, regardless of whether if it's in a relationship or in society, because of course we have the norm that basically says that the angry black woman that is aggressive, because I think we was talking about this last week.
Yes.
The angry black woman is combative, aggressive,
ill-tempered,
yes,
overbearing, hostile,
loud,
illogical,
so
sassy.
I don't know what that means.
That's how they defined it. Sassy. Mm-hmm. Why you took offense to that?
Yeah, you looked at me like this. I thought she was calling me out. Okay. I can be. I can be. They have reached their breaking point. It took a stimuli to actually get them to the point where they become angry. Okay. Yes.
She's fed up. She has had enough, and she's left it out in one moment. Well, she lets it out in one moment that may seem over dramatic.
That's me.
Yes. So it's more or less because it's basically talking about the emotion of anger.
Anger. What caused you to be angry? Not ratchet, not problematic, angry.
Why you guys say ratchet though?
Because sometimes that's what you can have. But moving on. Go ahead, sis.
But people don't take in consideration, like I was just trying to explain, that sometimes it's developed because being angry is a negative emotion. And everybody tries to control that emotion to an extent. Nobody wants to be brought out of character because we don't want to be labeled as the angry black woman when it comes to certain circumstances. But we got to be able to embrace all emotions. And the thing is, being angry and then trying to act out, and as they would say, ratchet, or we become labeled as ratchet or being aggressive or hostile, ignorant, whatever. It comes from the things that we are experiencing, external factors, and within our environment, within whatever the workplace might be, within the home environment, within your relational dynamics between whatever might be going on, be it between a friend, neighbor, cousin, uncle, family member, loved ones. Having anger or experiencing anger is a negative emotion, but it's like, I always have the saying, meek is not weak. Like, it takes a lot for me to get angry. And there's different things before I'm drawn out of character. And it's not to say we can't embrace it, but to try to control it so it doesn't cause a repercussion or consequences that we do not want. But a lot of people or society label us as that because we feel the need to have to be repressed or suppress our feelings because we can't really
Docile.
we can't we shouldn't be able to express. Like, they don't have no problems expressing when they're angry, and you could be assertive without being angry,
right?
And then yet, even with you being assertive, let's catch that though, even with being assertive and coming across aggressive, we're still labeled angry. But we're simply expressing an emotion that we're feeling from the outside external factors that might be going on that's causing it. Some of this stuff is because what we've been labeled from historical factors.
Such as what?
Such as as far as like slavery, the man having to take over the home, being independent.
Well, how about we go further back than slavery? How about we go to the Bible? I'm quite sure y'all know who Jezebel is, right? And prime example, not only, I'm not going to say that she was aggressive. Oh my gosh, she was malicious. She was.
Oh, she did that with intent. Yeah.
Huh? She was promiscuous. Okay. She was a lot of things. She was the queen, and the king was who? King Ahab.
Okay.
And he was like the worst king in history.
Ruthless.
No, he was very, very submissive to Jezebel.
Yeah, but he was still ruthless.
Oh. How was he ruthless?
Continue.
No, how was he ruthless?
No, just ruthless.
Oh. Okay.
2 different perspectives.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but she ruled. And you can't say that Jezebel was white, right?
We don't know what.
I don't know. That's a whole nother topic. But either way.
I forgot what. We got to go back to that lineage. I'm going to have to do some digging on that one.
Yeah, that's a whole nother topic.
As far as the lineage, yeah,
that's a whole nother topic. Whole nother topic. We're going to have different views on that and different perspectives. But either way, as far as angry, I do believe that each and every person experienced that emotion, being angry. It's not just the Black woman. We all, women in general, experience being angry. Some of us can do more vindictive things. Some of us can be more docile. Some can be submissive. Some are more angry and want to act out of those emotions. But I think, again, once a woman, especially a Black woman, becomes angry, she has got, like I said, she had reached her breaking point of being a doormat.
Because she's repressed.
What do you mean repressed?
She more or less repressed her emotion. Like they feel
it was suppressed.
No, when you repress your emotions,
that too,
suppress and repress. Like you're not able to express the emotion that you're feeling, which is being angry or something that's been done wrong or you
over a period of time as well.
So something can be something.
As far as being angry, and it's not just, like I said, it's not just in a relationship. It also can be at work.
Oh, definitely me.
And you mean definitely you? Like if someone,
I said definitely me because I've been angry several times where they had told me to calm down.
You was pulled into the office.
Yeah. Well, once.
So
because they did not know how
because of how your response was.
Yeah, my response was not nice.
Like he said, because it was dramatic.
Yeah, it was.
But see, we know you to be dramatic though.
Oh, very much so.
Yeah, we know you to be dramatic.
Oh, I'm very dramatic. I'm not gonna hold that back. Oh, heck no. But does it mean that I'm an angry Black person? I mean, a woman? Yeah, if people are lazy and not doing their daggone job, and then you feel like
approach that though. Honestly.
They don't expect Black women to go off, so when they do is in the least expected environment, and they will say it, making a scene.
And that's what I did.
And that's the thing that you have to take in consideration.
That's what I did. I made a scene.
as you did here today?
I didn't make no scene. You doing it. I made a great big scene, and I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
But I'm
so
learning.
Did you feel better afterwards? What did it produce? What was the outcome? What was the results in your eyes?
Yeah.
You felt that was the only, but I feel like that's another way where she's in her thing. She did repress her emotion at the time because she was feeling angry.
Actually, I didn't. Because tell you the truth.
Okay,
actually, I didn't. Let me tell you something.
Because you said you was tired of it. How long was it going
on? No.
Okay.
Hold up. No.
Yes.
Because I kept going to the boss, and I kept going to the supervisor, my supervisor. I kept going to her.
So you follow protocol.
I did. I was like, could you please move me? Could you please move me? Could you please move me?
Did you talk to the young lady? You did talk to her?
No, I didn't want to talk to her. It wasn't my job to talk to her because at the time I'm just the assistant to the boss, the manager.
Okay.
But I felt like, okay, you're not doing your job as a boss. I asked you to please move me. I literally asked her to move me. I said it jokingly and I said it seriously. I begged her. But what did she do? She took the person that she couldn't stand, put the person in the back, and kept the person that I couldn't get with because the person was lazy. And I asked her a question. I said, well, what would you rather have, lazy or loud? She said, I'd rather have lazy. Well, she said neither one, but I'd rather have lazy. Why would you want lazy? So I did what was protocol, but I did not go over top of her like I should have because I feel like my thing is if I'm a boss, if I'm telling you, like, okay, say for instance, I'm telling you, and then your job to say, okay, she's coming to me, not just complaining. I'm letting you know, I'm like, because some bosses might look at it like she's complaining. I'm getting tired of her complaining.
Some do.
And that's what I was doing. But if I'm complaining, maybe you'll move me to another team or do something because I don't want to cause a scene. But you wait until you feel like, oh, she gonna get ignorant and ratchet and be like, I don't want you to lay hands or go.
But that's another stereotypical thing that I don't like, though.
And that's what she did. She came to me like I was going to lay hands. I'm not going to lay hands. But
that's just it. Why? This is almost like when I was telling you about why go into a negative headspace and stereotype it as if though when you were saying about, but that was like with your sickness, and I said, why always see it as if something that you already claiming as sickness?
True.
Why automatically think that when a woman gets angry, a black woman per se gets angry, that you automatically think we're ready to fight? It's not always about a fight. So that's why sometimes some of us do repress some of the angry emotions.
I swear to you,
we should be able
I did not
feel comfortable to express them.
I did because I do my job. Whatever I do,
I'm all ready to lay hands though.
Yeah. I mean, usually.
Say, wait a minute.
Yeah, you do.
Usually.
You do.
Shots fired. Pow, pow.
Because she comes after me. But I mean, I'm not going to say I'm ready to lay hands. But no, I did what was required of me to do. I know protocol. But my thing is, I didn't want to go over top of her to make her look bad or worth, like she's not doing her job. Do y'all understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if you her boss and if I'm sitting up here telling, why would I go over top?
So she wasn't resolving the issue.
Exactly.
Okay.
So I felt like this, like I'm trying to, and I told her, I tried to give you a chance, did I not? And I told her in the meeting. I told her, I swear to goodness, I told her, because she was like,
but then this was what they would see as aggressive.
Because she thought it was
this woman.
sure did.
Oh,
you think I'm lying? I sure did. I said because at the end she thought it was because of the husband. I was mad because of my husband. She said because underlying issue. I think you got stuff going home that you bringing to work. I'm like, wait a minute, hold up, no, wrong one. I'm not bringing nothing. It's nothing home. Even though I'm telling you some of my snippet of my
personal.
Yeah, exactly. And I kind of stopped because of that situation. Okay. I slowed down with her. So I said, okay, all right, that's how you going to do this? So I said, well, didn't I ask you though? I said, because then the supervisor over top of her is like, well, why didn't you come to me? So I said, well, look, I'm trying to give her the benefit of the doubt. Did I not tell you how many times I came to you? Did I not? And I told her, I said, I came to you several times.
See, that right there.
All the gestures. And that's what they look
and
at.
Being loud.
That's
did
the
that. Same thing that they
because
would say
I
is that
would,
we're being
but
angry.
The supervisor over top of her know me. She knows my work. She knows what I do. So she can vouch and say, okay, I see it. And then she had to investigate and say, well, is this person doing this person? Is this person? Ooh, it's babes. Is this person doing that person? You know what I'm saying? So I know I wasn't in the wrong. But then you had some ones that like dealing with lazy people and stick for the lazy people in their corner. But at the end of the day, I got moved, which I should have been moved the first time when I first complained, the second complaint, the third complaint. And
when you went through all those proper channels, it was not until at the end when you went off and they escorted you to the office.
Right.
And what was your what was your feeling at that time when you was angry? What was in your mind? What was you experiencing?
I asked y'all to move me.
Okay.
I told y'all to move me.
See, do you not see how you're being loud? Now
but
I asked them expressing. I think we as
but I'm not. So that means loud. That I'm trying to lay hands.
No, that's not.
I'm a loud person.
We have strong voices.
Yeah, I'm very, loud very strong
anyway.
By nature.
That don't. Yeah, by nature, I'm loud anyway. Does that mean I'm trying to oops upside somebody's head? No, I'm going to make my point across. But if I'm trying to tell you she's not doing her job and I'm trying to give you the benefit of the doubt being
to rectify and
resolve your situation instead of going over top of her so she won't look bad. You know what I'm saying? Am I not doing what is right?
Yeah.
Because typically she should have resolved it. Why should I have to go over top of her head? If she's the manager.
Because I don't think maybe she looked at it as you being serious. Especially if you said the first time you did it in a joking way. So maybe
then I begged her. Then I said, could you please move me? Could you please? Could you please? I mean, I wasn't
But
loud.
I think that's some of the things that I mean
wasn't
by
loud
external.
Then.
That's
I was complaining. Okay. So how you gonna get?
She was vocalizing.
How you gonna get?
Well, which you were definitely verbalizing and vocalizing.
And what was wrong
to the best
with
of your
that?
ability?
It's just like no different than what my sister did when she documents stuff, write stuff down, and that's exactly what I did. So if you come after me, I'm gonna tell you how many times I came to her, and I did. So then the supervisor over her was like, "Well, why didn't you come to me?"
Because
I look at her dumb
looked at your relationship because you were, you was telling each other, business.
Right.
So maybe she didn't know the level of y'all's
relationship.
The supervisor over top of her know me more than the new one. So with that being said, like she already, I'm not saying.
Okay, if I may ask and interject, so how did you feel when they escorted you to the office at that point in time?
If it's not written, it didn't happen.
If it's not written,
that is the truth. That exactly.
And that's how they seen it.
If it's not written, yes, got.
But see, sis, I try,
especially at work.
I didn't write in the pen because in that it's like fast pace. So in that, I know how many times I did go to her. I did. But then why do I have to keep going over top of her and crying wolf? It makes me look stupid because then I have my brother, I call brother, and then he was like, well, you should go. I'm just saying. But, he's been in. He is. Don't be in the feelings. Don't be in your feelings. You brother too.
You speak for yourself.
Okay, well, anyway, however, he was trying to, how can I put it, go to bat for me. And I'm like, I'm a big girl. I can do this for myself. But then he was telling me, you should have went over top of her anyway. if you knew that was the situation,
if there was no resolving or resolution to the issue. And that is the next channel. If that, and that's always the protocol most times in proper protocol
she said
procedures.
fast pace or no.
Yes. And this is something I agree. This is something this is what I even implemented in my kids at an early age. And they used to get ticked with me. I told them when they had issues with even school at a young age, tender age, when they was in middle school, I had shared with my kids, every time you have an issue with somebody, go to the guidance counselor, get it documented. Because the time that you release on these people, you'll have information backing you. So then therefore, you don't have to go to the extent of a great harsher punishment.
I did.
Because my thing is, if you have documentation of what it is that you're experiencing and nothing was resolved, then they cannot say that, oh, she's acting angry or she's acting out of character. What happened?
I was
and
angry.
The kids used to get mad with me about that. They was like, oh, Lord, we got to go to Jesus. We got to go to the counselors. We got to.
But I didn't feel like that.
That's something I follow guidelines. I'm going to do every proper protocol necessary, and I will even to the point where I'll ignore you. And my ignore game is very strong. But at the same time, it is. I will sit there and look at you like you're stupid.
But I'm going to tell you,
you can yell, fuss, or whatever. If you have an altercation going on, even if it was with a work relationship or whatever the dynamics is, I usually try to take the time out to like walk away, redirect. Even now, like if it gets to any type of debate, sometimes you just gotta act into embrace the emotion. But the thing is, the build up to it, it's like we gotta find steps to try to control the anger, because then that's what we're linked. Every time it's not just because of what's going on in our environment, it's because of the things that specific person has done, and we just suppress or repress that emotion so long, we have no other choice but to act out because we didn't have enough.
Yes, so it's over a period of time.
Handle it the first time. Well, I'm gonna tell you this.
And sometimes that's good too.
I'm gonna tell you this.
Sometimes that's
Niche
good as well.
Said, I have a voice. I use it the first time. I use it, and if all else fails, I remove myself to avoid
putting my hands.
Now I did it the second time. Sis, I did it the second time. I had to walk away. I said, I gotta walk away.
Yeah, because what makes you want to put your hands on?
I had to walk away.
Now. We're not saying back in the day, okay?
You have to think, and I've always tell people, you can jeopardize your livelihood.
Exactly.
This is what I used to get on them about, and especially like when it came to the fighting part, because Lord, they can go to 0 and 10, and these two here, boy,
back in the day,
I think they forgot. I was like, so you came this far to what? And would they walk away? Oh, no. Nobody's going to jeopardize my livelihood. Nobody's going to sit there jeopardize anything that involves me.
You're right.
Learn that.
They only call it angry because
they're afraid of true power. Black women hold when they speak their heart.
Amen.
Which is our truth. We have been driven to that extent.
Hallelujah. I got to say hallelujah to that one.
Walked on and walked over.
Hallelujah.
How many times?
I'm sorry. I'm going to have church. Because you spoke that. Hallelujah. Oh my God. Because that's how I felt. Because I'm in that office in tears. And I'm in that office. That was the first time. Now the second time, because they gave me a verbal warning the first time, right?
Oh, Jesus. She done had a warning. You ain't done that part.
Yeah, I had a verbal. When I did that.
So when you went to go try to resolve something, you in turn were getting the reprimand.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Because they see me as angry. The angry.
So you were being reprimanded.
Yeah.
Because of your actions.
But then she was like, she brushed it off because she was like, I was like, yeah, I got rolled up. She's like, not really. Because she already told me, which we all know, my sisters know. And the person that know me said, you just got to learn how to let stuff go. And it's hard for me to let stuff go.
It is.
But if you're not doing your daggone job, and I'm not going to sit up here and do your job, my job, and everybody else's job. I'm getting too old. I'm not going to sit up here and do that. I'm not going to allow you to walk over top of me, because then I'm going to say something to you. And I was ready to say something to her. And from what I heard, she cried. So, and do you think I care? But I did apologize. Let me tell you this. It took 3 weeks for me to say I'm sorry to that one person. I apologize to everybody else that I made a scene with, But to that one person, it took 3 weeks.
So is it fair to say that you might have some people out here, because then we're gonna have to move to the next thing, which is the insecure black man. So is it fair to say that y'all think that sometimes people push us as women, African American women, black women, however you want to state it, to the point where they strategically are trying to pull us out of character? Because even within our own culture, we do it to each other, where you know that person is actually pushing your buttons to get you to act in an ugly nature or to bring out the ugly within you.
And that's what they did.
And that's when I feel like at that time, if I discern that, then that's when I'm like at my calmest, because now why that's me, because
I can totally be calm. Why are y'all looking at me?
Why are you faking right now?
I'm not faking.
Okay. Yes, you are.
When was the last time
I'm gonna call you out?
Please do.
I just told you last week when you went to the.
I told you I had.
Why are you acting like? Why you acting like? Why you acting?
Did you get loud at all?
No.
Why you acting like?
Was you speaking this tone at this time? When you
no,
actually, it was lower.
I don't believe that.
Oh, we need to hear that recording.
You can.
Well, because without you did, it drove her crazy. She came out with a red face.
That's her.
No, you're not going to sit up here and do that.
That's her problem. The thing of it is that she was wrong. I keep telling you that.
Oh, the person that was wrong?
Yeah, they were wrong. They was trying to get him out of how many? $1,300 because of something that they had no authorization for, and they knew they were wrong. And then they was going to try to get him to authorize something.
You can't say even on the job. There's been time on the job.
On my job, I cried, and you remember you were there.
But you snapped on the job as well.
Oh God,
you didn't play nice in the playground.
I know a couple times
so admit to it. Now I
had cops called. People lied on me.
I ain't had no cops on me. I haven't had no cops called on me.
Yeah.
I haven't had none of that.
I'm sorry.
Before I'm your employee, I'm human. Absolutely right. But I'm telling you, I haven't had no cop call. But the second time, I'm going to tell you, the second incident, I felt that festering. I felt it, and I couldn't.
It's like a warm
thing was coming. I was like, man, look, let me go.
But the ultimate control is being able to control your emotions.
Exactly.
But that's another thing. But all emotion is useful, even when you're angry. It's just you got to find a way to channel it.
Because he was right there. Andrew, if you're on here, love, can you please?
He's not on here yet.
Yeah, I haven't seen him. But the thing is being able to know how to respond, because sometimes you want to go to that point where you're ready to snap, but then it's like you think about, well, I know what I think about.
But can I just tell y'all this? The funny thing about it is now. No, can I tell y'all the funny thing about it is?
You friends?
It's not that we're friends, because we're friends. I'm friends with all of them on the job. But the thing is, now she knows and appreciate my work, because they were taking advantage of me. And I don't like that. If you know you were lazy and now you got to work because you have two lazy people, yourself and somebody else, that you got to pick up. Yeah, she's like, oh,
keep reiterating this word lazy on it.
Because it's the biggest word for the day for me. Because that's when you don't want to do no work and you getting paid, and then you acting like you're a grown woman. Come on now. Come on now.
Hey, AT.
Hey.
Yeah, we going to go cross over and transition to y'all side in a minute.
No, but I'm just saying.
Wait a minute. We only got to the part of the angry black woman as far as being in the normal society. We didn't get to the point of in a relationship, and then we can cross over to.
Well, I'll let you talk.
Oh, you go ahead and start that, and then yes,
because mine's.
I thought maybe you could be.
Mine's calls me crazy.
A witness what? Being angry.
Mine's telling me I'm crazy all
as
day.
As far as what?
As a relationship.
Like frustrated, angry, or having to deal with a lot of
things. Where a lot of things have happened and transpired.
I became angry, and resentment and bitterness and stuff start building because of the things and the dynamics that were going on within the relationship.
Exactly. Thank you, sis.
When you don't have friends at work, know that to keep them all. know to keep them all a distance in a sense. But this is the thing within relationships, and everybody experiences different emotions within relationships. But the angry part for me is because it's like I felt like as if though my voice, I was being quieted, or
not being heard.
At times I would repress. I would not say nothing. I've dismissed what I was experiencing, blocked it out. Mm-hmm. And it was just that the way I was repressing it was being docile, and I felt as if though it didn't work for me. Yes,
definitely.
I really felt like she was a woman scorned.
Hmm?
She was.
I wasn't as far as to say scorn, but I learned a lot of lessons in regards to when it came to me emotionally, personally, and the toll it took on me physically, mentally, and emotionally.
I still wasn't scorned.
I don't know.
I don't know about all of that.
I'm going to say this because there was a time in a period where I know at the end of all that happening and the divorce and everything, like it had got you to the point where I have never seen you before. Like you were getting to the point of being angry that any time that you called your sister, your baby sister.
Because I had repressed my emotions for so long,
exactly,
to be able to govern my household in a manner. Like people don't know what you go through behind closed doors.
So that's what I'm saying. As far as in a relationship, like
are you okay?
Mm-mm. Raise your arms,
baby. You can have some juice or something in the cup, please. Cranberry. Thank you. Because she's not gonna go over here talking on me. But my there you go. But my thing is,
thank you.
It was years of repressing that emotion, and I think that experiencing that is actually what taught me how to control what.
No, it's not.
COVID, girl, you're crazy.
Go ahead.
I'm not going to make it seem like he's a bad dude either, but it was just certain things that I experienced in certain situations. I know.
Oh, no.
It's just,
He said, Terrell said, how long y'all going to be on here? Is church almost over? No, we can already talk about the brothers.
We can already talk about the brothers.
We can already talk about the insecure black men.
But my whole thing,
you got some out here.
She could have used a paper cup. She's not special.
Anyway. Y'all seen that, right? She said I wasn't special.
You special. Anyway, but my whole thing is certain situations is what inform. You special in God's eyesight. You special to me as my sister.
Go ahead.
But I'm saying certain situations. We got sidebar.
He said, "Oh God, let me go." No, you see, she just said I wasn't special.
And I said that you're special. I didn't say you weren't. I said you're special. In God's eyesight.
No.
That's my exact word.
Don't backpedal. No.
I'm not backpedaling.
No, you did say
we're special.
We're all special.
Go ahead with your thoughts.
Anyway,
oh my God.
But my thing is the certain things that I experienced in different situations for me. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. At certain situations caused me to have anger build up. So now I'm to the point where I don't no longer want. No, you're not. I'm going to express how I feel at that time. That's what it taught me. But now I have to cut it back to what I used to do because not like you said. The emotion itself is still. I mean, being angry, we can use all emotion, but the whole thing is learning how to control that emotion.
Yes, because see, just like sometimes when that say like when we be on this podcast, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And there's times that we want to talk, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
you go ahead if you want.
I am.
Hey, mommy.
And you just have to say something. Like something is like that.
Passionate. That's what I call passion. Yes.
Passion is driving.
Mom, Annie said I wasn't special at all.
Did not say
what
that.
is with you today?
Because she said I wasn't special.
Let the medicine do its job. Let it work.
I
for
am
you.
done with these two because we
Go
need
ahead.
to move on to. But
Some
things aren't even worth really picking.
Our
Our
battles can be
difficult.
Definitely.
Because she's trying to get me back for something
okay.
event I'm throwing. But
it definitely can be.
Yes, my whole thing is learning. Yes, to control, like not allowing anyone to take you to that place, but. When it comes within the relationship itself and the home,
certain things that
we have to do things to
cause
walk
women
away,
to
redirect.
become
Yes,
angry.
because
And
you're
that's why
giving your
Garrett
all
said-
to a situation to be either feeling unappreciated.
What did you just say?
Giving your all to a situation, to a relationship.
No, because there's two different things. There's a situationship and there's a relationship. A woman must know what their status are, because you have some women that the men are telling them that it's one thing, and then you have some men that's being real and being honest with them and like, okay, this is what it is. Like, this is all.
Would it look bad or something?
He said yes. No, he said yes. He said this cat. Yes, big sister.
I was gonna say look bad and look, and my hair done grew on.
But anyway, so
Just saying.
You were saying, sis.
Either way, I do believe that we as women, we put ourselves into these roles and these status, and we give
our all,
our
expecting that commitment, expecting that same reciprocation. And this is what I was talking about on last week.
Yeah,
like, it's reciprocation for me. You have to know your worth. You got to know your boundaries, and we become angry. But you can only get angry with yourself if you are allowing it to happen. You have to sometimes take accountability. And I wasn't an enabler, so I had to start looking at and healing those things and doing things differently, because I didn't want to become accustomed to where I'm lashing out or wanting to fight. Because in my eyes, I shouldn't have to fight for a place that I've already. At that point in time, I'm married. I shouldn't have to fight for a place. I'm already there. We get disappointed because the expectations are so high. Yes, but
we want to get to you guys.
Yes, we definitely.
It's 42.
Yeah,
go ahead, get to them.
No, go ahead.
So my whole thing is, I'm not gonna be fighting for nobody. I'm a lover, not a fighter. I'll fight if I have to defend and protect. But I'm not going to be fighting for a spot for my love to know where I stand with you. I'm not going to be fighting if you don't fight with me. You got to be able to willing to put in the work together. Mm-hmm. If you're not willing to put in the work together, after a while, it's exhausting and zoom and walk on out, because it's like it's no need, because then you're going to do nothing but continue to build anger and resentment, and you'll start doing and lashing out and doing things maliciously, emotionally, mentally, physically, want to poison, you thinking about stabbing them and all this type of stuff, and then for it to lead where it's going to lead. Mm-hmm. Which is now going to carry us into the next part of the segment, which we were stating about the insecure men, the black men,
all the way down.
No one is going to do anything you don't allow. Exactly, sis. It's only what we allow, and sometimes we as women.
Tires. Well, I once was there.
I've never did anything to anybody's tires. I'm not put. No, you better not come do nothing to my tires. Don't put no sugar in the tank. None of that. What is it?
Had it done to me.
And the thing is,
lug nuts come.
What is it going to get? That person going to mess up their car. It's a materialistic thing.
Yes.
I'd rather you do that than to do anything that will alter me living here on earth. And then that's the thing. When you're really hardcore if you're going after somebody's life.
Right. But I want to say this. I want to say this to our black women. Our black women. I'm not going to call them angry.
Sis said no one is going to do anything that you don't allow.
That is so true.
That
is so true. And how I'm going to connect it to is that our black women, okay, we all beautiful. We can be loving and
nurturing,
nurturing. But one thing that a black man does not want to hear from his woman is that he ain't. Well, since you like cussing.
So where you try to
ain't shit.
Yeah. Demasculate a man. And that's the thing, because then if you're too dominant,
regardless what
he said, you break it down. Just make it plain. Oh Lord.
Regardless of
where's
what?
Tina when you need her?
regardless of what, at the end of the day, he's still a man. Just like we want to be felt as a woman.
We want to
we
be
don't
comfort.
want to be
we want
called
to feel loved.
BITCH. We don't want
All
to be called
character.
this. We don't want to be called angry, even though it's all on social media now. We don't want to be categorized as that. So as a man, especially a black man, they want to be considered and viewed as a man.
Okay, well,
a woman, we need to encourage in. And
sometimes we have to be mindful of the words that we use, especially if they doing something. Let's put it this way: if we know that they're, like I was saying on last week, I think I said a little bit of it. I'm not sure if I touched on it or not. When it comes to like if we do things that we want them to do and they don't do it. No, we said it a while back, and they don't do it to our likings and stuff. The thing is, they get an effort, E for effort, because they're trying. They might not do it the way we would want them to do it, but at least a man that is trying and making the effort to make the changes necessary, you shouldn't demasculate or make them feel less than. Your partners, y'all walking together. It's 100 for me. And my whole thing is you shouldn't be attacking someone that you say that you love. And just, I mean, quite naturally, we get frustrated and angry, but you still got, even in that time, we still have to be mindful of what's being said.
I think social media can be an issue too. Thoughts,
definitely.
But
definitely,
to be treated like a man, you got to do mannish, not boyish.
Well, sis, 100%. You know I love you. I definitely agree. But I mean, at the end of the day, we definitely want to continue to. Now, when you say do boyish and the mannish, there's different things that you know that men should do. However,
as they say, it's a blueprint.
I feel like this. I'm dealing with a man. How can I put it?
You almost sound like you want to say
I'm dealing with somebody that never really had the role model to show love.
So they don't know how to receive love.
They don't know how to receive or give. Really, in so many ways.
But that's also something we also had to take a look into when it comes to the
only reason why I learned that is because I had to work on me first. Now that I work on me, because now I have to just like, it's not always petty arguments back and forth, because I used to cry over petty and cry to my baby sister for every little thing. Now I don't do that, because now I'm to the point where I know I know what it is. I know that's insecurity. Even now, in the way I move certain things now, me working and doing certain things, it's just like he's not used to certain things. Like he just don't know.
She's more social. She's more of an extrovert than he is.
Yes, and he wants me. You cannot turn a social person if they don't know. I mean, a social person to be a hermit if they're not ready to be a hermit, or they're not raised or born like to be a hermit. And I can't do that to him. And believe it, I thought I could, and I'm gonna say that. I thought I could.
Yeah, Tanisha is saying no excuses for him. He knows what
he wants you to be kept.
What do you mean by that?
She needs you to elaborate by being kept. He
wants me to, what do you mean by that? Like,
I definitely want to go into the insecure.
Yeah,
because there's a lot of underlying insecurities.
If he wants me to be kept,
now with social,
then he should know how to keep me. Like, I don't want to just be fed. And I mean, if he's not a social person, and he's not, if he want me to be kept.
He doesn't want you to have any friends.
Oh, so he's trying to
me. I see that as that's like isolation and control.
But
that's manipulation.
But then that comes from an insecurity within his own self. It comes from a place where he's not confident
in his
not trying to even see. And then I don't want to seem like I'm attacking him either.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm just
saying. Y'all don't have to say it.
But it's being projected onto you by him having.
I know what it is now,
but that's manipulation.
See it. Yeah,
no, you good. You good, T. You good. But
no, it is what it is. It really is. And I'm not to the point because he's never happy. Now you know how it feels. He's never happy.
You want one today?
No, I'm not. He's never happy with nothing I do good. And then sometimes I try to look for like validation because he is my husband. And I'm just like, you know,
Lord, as much as we talk about your husband, they're going to get a whole negative outlook on this.
It's not a negative. It's not trying to be a negative because he's a good guy. But it's just like what he said.
Good guys still have insecurities.
Yes, he's a good guy.
Mean that he's going to like be vocal about that.
But I think not only the men experience, but I mean even as women. But I mean,
because I don't want nobody
there are different
like
factors.
He's treating me bad, but I feel like this.
Wait a minute, bad?
He's
treating you bad?
No, on emotional level. Emotionally, he try to, you know, it's that control factor. It's that,
but see,
that control.
That's the thing. No. How many times did I keep telling you
like
that?
Nisha said, unless we allow it,
exactly,
we allow it.
You do.
And see,
that.
That's why I try to be submissive, and it's not.
But that's
really
not submissive because
what
you don't want to do it.
T said we're only going to be but so vocal. Yeah.
What do you mean, like?
Because they're not emotional creatures. So we're going to be quicker and more prone to verbalizing and vocalizing what it is that we're feeling. We're going to more or less say what it is that we feel as they are more or less being that they are, I'm going to say the males.
I think sometimes they can project certain things.
Yes.
And it makes us feel a certain type of way.
I agree.
Yes.
And that's what he does.
Because they're not going to come out and say
directly
about this. Now, you have some men that will.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I meant exactly. Okay.
You have some men that, you know what I mean, they know
what they want.
And they know their flaws.
No, you good. You welcome it. You good.
Yeah.
We missing our partner in crime, Tina. I don't know where she at tonight, but yeah. She probably, I'm sure she ain't up here to put dirt in. But the thing is, it's not our jobs to fix those insecurities. That is something they have to work on within themselves. Now we can compliment them and make them feel confident. You have to give them
definitely.
I mean, can encourage. Yes.
Now that's draining.
Impart.
That should
not saying draining. It shouldn't be draining. To impart in your partner, to pour into your partner is going to be draining.
Just like you don't have compassion for us, and I'm saying
I'm
doing the same thing over and over and over again.
Not to that extent that you're talking about. I'm saying. It should be draining. It should be challenging. Like I want my partner to challenge me to be the best version of me I can be, and vice versa.
And I'm trying to do that.
Exactly. So I have to impart. We have to impart in each other.
Don't never see nothing positive in me, and then I give him what he gives me.
Okay.
Reassure them, but
that still be draining. If you have to repeatedly do so, because
and that's what I'm saying.
It's not our job.
Reassuring him that I'm not doing this, or because it is really, Tanisha, it really is like reassuring.
And that insecurity, I mean, that's the insecurity of his, and he's projecting it on you, and that makes you feel some type of way.
Yeah.
But you reacting to that, you got to see how that is making him.
Because I've been with you for all these years, and still I have to reassure you something wrong.
It's almost like when we went back talking about the topic where I think it was where it was said something about where even dealing with that social media stuff, where you got to keep convincing them that you're not cheating or you're not seeing somebody, you're not talking to every guy or every person that comes along.
See, because
they gotta have enough confidence
in his mind.
Because you have men that are intimidated by a person of that stature, whether it be you on an emotional level, you have the what they would consider if you have the whole package. You got it physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. You come with that whole package and and then they know it really comes from a security saying that they're going to do what is ever needed because they don't want to lose that should
basically challenge them and make them
want to do more.
Amen.
But everybody's not going to respond. Their response is always going to be different.
But an insecure person, I think, as a man, he will try to make the woman feel some type of way about being that way and try to dim her light.
And that's what he did.
And yes,
he's not doing
that's
it
what
no
it's
more.
prone to do.
Because I'm to a place now that you're not. I don't care if you feel like that, then you feel like that. It's on you. It's not me anymore because I know who I am. I know whose I am. Mm-hmm. So you're not going to tell me I'm doing this and I'm doing that. And I mean, because it really is a lot to take in to learn. I mean, because he never had that role. Like I said,
so you feel like his insecurities and the low self-esteem tries to, but you feel like the low self-esteem, the insecurities pull you in to make you feel lower about yourself.
Yeah, and I'm not doing it no more.
Trait.
Right.
You cannot. That's when I have to rise above. You're not going to make me feel less than.
And then he tends to do that to make him feel better about himself. The devil is a liar, and I'm not doing it no more. I am not.
And once you learn that, once you learn that, you realize that.
And I have, and I see that, and he got scared. So then you get scared and talk about, oh, you can leave. What are you talking about? Like, why are you feeling
when
like
that day actually comes and you actually says like when a woman's fed up and you really tired? I got to the place but
mine is more of.
It's
not just to sympathize. It's because I already know what his issue is. I know where the issue lies, and it's not really his fault. But
it's nothing that you can fix.
Right.
That is something he would have to actually deal with and try to.
Because I already know what it is. I know it. I call it out. I'm even putting nuggets in his ear of certain things because truthfully, the key to me, and I told y'all this before, is forgiveness. If you forgive, like God forgives us. Mm-hmm. If you let go of some of that stuff, even on me, if you let go some of that stuff
that consumes you,
I mean, it's a burden lifted off for you. I mean, he's carrying a lot of
past hurts,
hurts and wounds,
things that was done
that I can't do. I can't deal with that. I mean, but you're not gonna tell me, oh, you don't look right today, or this don't look right. No, the devil is a liar. Because I know I look good. I know I'm cute. I know I'm this. You ain't gotta tell me. And see, I had that confidence now. Enough is I'm like this. Enough is enough, and you're not turning that wall down. Now that he sees that, he was like, okay, she's not bothered. Like, no, I'm not. Like, go ahead, go to the TV, go play your game, do something. That's how I'm carrying it.
Beat him horrible. Girl,
no, I'm not doing that. I'm gonna tell you, I'm getting my power back for where I felt that he took it because he felt where he could control it and now
control your emotions, manipulate it.
Yes.
Exactly. Emotional abuse.
Exactly.
Yes, and now that I'm to the point where okay, you giving me, I'm gonna give you what you give me, and when I give him what he gives me, he don't like it. He'll stop it. That's the only way I can do it because he'll stop. He'd be like, okay, why are you being negative? He don't say negative so much now. Certain things he just don't do, and I was like, okay, this is the only way I have to get to him.
Now I have something to speak on. So what about things like within public? One of my key is don't embarrass me. I won't embarrass you.
What do you mean?
Do anything. Do not do anything that calls attention that is negative, like that calls either one of us to look bad or come out our pocket. So that's
like argue or something.
Yes, like when you argue and stuff, like there's a way. Like again, when it goes back to what we were talking about, being the angry black woman, that you should be able to control your emotion. So. The thing is, they have that cliche, I don't know, the meme out there where it was said, defend each other openly in public, but correct each other behind closed doors. And that is something I truly believe in. Like, I'm going to address the issue. We're going to going to a party, and I've done it plenty of times, go to a party, whatever. But if you do anything to, as they say, demasculate me as a woman or make me feel less than, I have an issue.
I agree with that.
I am going to become the angry black woman. But I can say that now.
Where,
and then it's not so much worrying about the environment or caring what people say, but the thing is, your response to me. It causes me to act.
And see, that's
feel
There's
a
got to be
certain way.
respect there, period.
but that's where my husband.
Don't.
Well, that's where my husband
God
would
bless him.
do. Like he'll wait until he's either around his children or around around a group of people that he feels masculine around, and then try to.
But other alpha males are going to do that around alpha males. But it's like the dominant role. They'll say that we're too dominant, and then that's when that comes into play. And the thing is, I'm dominant to an extent, but I'm not that dominant. Like, I'll allow you to be the man. I'm allow you to be the provider, the protector. That to what?
You allow.
Well, I'm saying. You know, we got these sidebar conversations, you know, people in the background singing in the background. But the thing is,
Mister.
Because we going over in our time, we was on late anyway, because we almost got to get ready to wrap it up, because we did come on late, so we get ready to meet the time.
That's right.
But because we had the hour. I figured we was, but that's the whole thing, though. Because to me, the way I say embarrassed is because please don't. If I don't talk to you out of pocket, I feel like it's a sense of disrespect.
Mm-hmm. It is.
It's a disrespect. If you're gonna verbalize, you're gonna attack me verbally in a state of where you hollering at me as if I'm not equal to you as a mate.
Yeah, he was doing that too.
No, that's what you're not going to do, because I'm not a child. I'm your help mate.
Your wife. Yeah.
I am there to help. I'm in there to impart. I'm there to encourage. I'm there to support. I'm there to love. I'm there to nurture. I'm there to comfort.
Exactly.
But if you don't give me a comfortable environment to be able to express what it is that is going on, then don't call me angry when I do let loose. Mm-hmm. But I'm going to be mindful of how I would treat you, because that's how I would want to be treated. Mm-hmm. And I think that's where, but the thing is, sometimes I think men feel like, even the ones that are the stronger females, like, I'm going to say what it has to be said and all that. Yes, that's good. That's all fine and dandy. But at the same time, we still have to have respect. There should still be boundaries, respect factor. All of that should be included.
Yes. Okay. Before we get off of here, I just want to put something out here. I'm gonna do this. Whoever, I'm gonna put this out here.
Whoever what?
If you would like to talk about anything or a topic that is on your heart, hit us in a message or put it out there so we could talk about it, because I feel in my heart that we done talked about everything, but if we haven't, put it out there, because that way we'll have something to talk about. I'm getting y'all feedback. I need y'all feedback. I need y'all pour in to us. So I would like, if there's something
put it on your wall and ask for it. What would you like to talk about? What's the hot topics?
Yeah, what is a hot topic that you would like to talk about?
Williams.
How you doing?
How you doing?
Okay, so that's all I want to say, because I don't feel like we didn't talk about everything. But if we missed the topic, put it down there. Hit us up on Facebook. I mean, Facebook. Hey,
there you go. I was just talking about
missing you.
Yes.
And we gotta get off, girl.
You right up here with Terrell.
Yeah, but if you Tina, if you have a topic that you would like for us to talk about, please hit us up. And one of our whatchamacall, let us know when a woman is going through menopause.
Oh,
I did talk about that. I did talk about that.
We did.
Yes,
I already talked about it. And I was the one to talk about it.
Because she was experiencing
I'm going through
the
that.
hot flashes and stuff.
Yeah, and you had it as well. You had to do medicine or something, I believe.
Well,
but I on medication.
Yeah, I stopped
because of the estrogen levels and then hormones. And you know what's another thing that people don't realize, that hormone does sometimes dictate our attitude.
Amen.
Like it can cause an unbalance.
Yes, it does.
And sometimes we can act.
So keep it coming. If you have something, Hollywood, if you have a topic that you want us to talk about next week.
He said I wasn't present. That's okay. You can probably go back on YouTube and probably pull up.
Yeah, pull it up.
Or maybe we can come from a different
Tina, if you want us to talk about something, please let us know. Drop it down. Do it have to be a PG?
topic?
No. No.
Oh,
I'm just
Lord
trying
Jesus.
I'm trying to get y'all help. I want y'all
She definitely needs help because
I need y'all participation. Yes.
Because
please.
I've always been on a relationship tip.
Yes.
We definitely anything political, but I usually try to steer away from the political.
It don't matter. I just,
children, different things of that nature.
It's whatever y'all feel like.
There's
Just
other
hit us
stories.
up, please. And Tina got all three of us. So, honey, hit us up Tuesday. So I have something to talk about. Yeah, so we can all talk about.
Let's give him something to talk about.
No, you have YouTube, girl.
Yes, because it was interesting.
Yes, about the angry black woman. Yes.
And the insecurity of.
He said, Hollywood said, I definitely will. We greatly appreciate
Jermaine.
Yeah.
Oh, Jermaine, I didn't know that was you. Hey, what's up? If you have a topic for us, please hit us up. Please let us know.
He's got a lot of topics.
Yeah, just put it because I don't have no topic right now. I'm lost for words. Terrell, if you see it at the end, and I know you probably went and left us, let us know if you have something that you want us to discuss, talk about, powwow about. Okay, I appreciate it. Thank y'all.
Okay.
That's my night.
Yes.
I actually do have a friend. We have a common friend that actually he did want to be on the podcast because he wanted to talk about a specific situation. But I definitely will talk
by all means,
I will talk with Babe and talk with him again and see if he wants to
She said, "Can you take us out with a song?"
She not gonna do it. Not tonight.
We talk about the baby spoiled one here.
No.
We gotta sound professional.
Exactly. And they didn't do no rehearsal. So that will be an absolutely not.
You tell us.
And as far as a person such as myself,
you tell us if you want us to hear a song or whatever. Y'all let us know. Say, let us know if you want to hear it.
Tell her that you want to hear it. Go ahead, sing a song.
I don't think Tina, did we sound bad last week? I don't think we sound bad.
Nobody said we sound bad. Why are you?
No, Ava said we sound horrible.
I didn't say Ava said.
You said I sound horrible.
Because you probably did.
I didn't.
Okay.
Your nephew, your sons. You know what?
Oh Lord.
Maybe next time. Have we talked about bickering sisters
amongst siblings? We just say siblings.
Okay.
Sibling rivalry.
That have we talked about that?
We need to talk about it because I have some stories to tell between these two. These two here. That's right even before coming on just a few minutes ago.
We definitely have some stories.
Yes, we sure do. You stay behind the scenes. But anyway.
All right, we're gonna have a good night.
Yes, because I need to let them hear this audio of me on this when I went to this car place because I was talking just like this. So yeah.
Your gestures, were they calm?
Your
countenance on your face didn't read.
Probably was not.
That's what I thought.
Amen. But it doesn't matter. I was calm.
That eyebrow went up.
It probably did. Exactly. It's no other way but to be direct. Let them know that you are not playing with them.
Oh Lord. But we thank y'all for joining us tonight. Catch us on next week. It'll be my topic and I have an idea of what I want to do. So we thank y'all for scooping it up in the sandbox with us.
Please give us your feedback. Give us a topic. Thank you.
She needs a topic for the next couple weeks.
Yes, because we've been stepping in for her. But we thank y'all for joining us. Y'all have a blessed night. Good night.
Good night, guys. Ridiculous.